What's going on, guys? Patrick here. Hope guys are all having a fantastic day. I want to show you right now one of the most important things going on in the chart that I do not want you guys to miss. Right after Bitcoin followed our exact prediction from the last video, we need to talk about what's going on over here. Before we get started with that though, as always, you guys know if you want to see every single one of the trades that myself and my expert team are entering in real time as soon as we enter those trades, check out the first link down below in the description for the cryptocurrency trade alert group. We'll give you every single one of our altcoin trades, every single one of our leverage trades. We'll give you access to the #1 community in the cryptocurrency space, but most importantly, it is completely free for 2 weeks. Over 14 days after you sign up, you will get access to everything. We're not going to hide anything from you. We're going to pull back the curtain and show you everything going on. And if you don't like it, if it doesn't work for you, all you have to do is cancel and you'll avoid getting charged. It was as simple as that. Also, I made a Bybit tutorial video link down below if you guys want to claim a bonus on Bybit. There's going to be a link to that down below in the description as well, where you can claim up to like $600 for free just by signing up and depositing a certain amount. Trade that money for free, and all the profit you make, you can withdraw. So check out the tutorial, check out the Bybit link. This is what started it all to me. This to me is what initiated this huge Bitcoin sell-off. Now, we looked at the technicals last video. We talked about the breakout pattern. We talked about the possibility of a break to the upside as well as the break to the downside. And a bunch of you guys were able to play this short correctly. You sent me a ton of messages. I was super happy to see that play out. Unfortunately, I was asleep when it happened. I wasn't able, it was like 3 a.m. my time. I wasn't able to play it out exactly as I would have liked, but there's always another trade. There's always the next trade. As long as some people were able to capitalize on it, that made the video worthwhile. Now, Bitcoin fell 11% after reports suggested a critical flaw in the cryptocurrency called double spending may have occurred. Now, to a lot of people who got into Bitcoin early, 2010, 2011, 2012, what got them excited was one, the lack of inflation. That's something that's been debated because of the mining, but let's say you can't get any more than 21 million Bitcoin. That's it. That's something that really excited people. Well, the double spending, from the more I talk to people who got in really early, this was one of the reasons that got them to buy in, right? 2010, when Bitcoin was worth nothing, nobody knew about it, but all it was a dream. This is what got a lot of people excited to buy in. So if this was true and Bitcoin really did have a double spend, Bitcoin would probably crumble, right? This is one of the biggest things going on. Even if people don't know it technically, this is one of the things that is very exciting about Bitcoin, the fact that you can't double spend. So this report obviously caused a lot of panic. The people that picked up on it, the news articles, unfortunately, it was fortunately, this was an example of bad journalism where there wasn't any double spend. It created the FUD. They got the price to drop. Maybe it's what they wanted. Maybe it's not what they wanted, but that's exactly what happened. There was no double spend going on. So that's extremely good for Bitcoin, right? Bad because it made the price go down for no reason, but good in terms of Bitcoin. And always you see these sort of technicals. We have the technical, the breakout pattern. We always see something might be the trigger for something to break to the downside, to the upside, but the technicals work nonetheless, right? Look at that. It worked out perfectly. We had, it came here. We looked for the breakdown, looked for the volume. If you were able to enter a short here, it went from $33,500 down to $28,900 on BitMEX, depending on what your exchange you're looking at. It might be a little different. Now, to me, support obviously was going to be at 30,000. We talked about this for a very long time. We've seen multiple bounces around this range as well. We all knew there was going to be support here. But one thing you always want to watch out for with Bitcoin, the reason why you don't want to put your stop loss at like 29,900, wicks, right? These, some people call them the liquidation wicks, whatever it is. These are here to screw up your trade. So you always want to make sure you give a little bit of room for Bitcoin to have these wicks. In this case, support was at 30K. It went all the way down to 29K pretty much with its wick, with a few candle bars, depending on what chart you're looking at, before having this bounce and coming right back up. Now, we are currently on the 1 hour EMA ribbon resistance. We need to see if it breaks up from here to move to the upside, or if it does bounce and then maybe even come back down to retest that 30K level over here. As long as we maintain above $29,000, to me, we remain bullish in the big picture. And the reason for that is very, very simple. Look at this. This is crazy. This is, you almost want to say that this is a joke, right? It's stupid. Look at the exact level that Bitcoin bounced off of the daily chart. Look at that. right? Oh, that's a terribly drawn arrow. Look at that. Right over here, right at the perfect bottom of the support of the EMA ribbon, that's where Bitcoin had its furthest low bounce. And we've been talking about this level for a very long time. And I've been telling you guys, as long as we maintain above this level, we still are bullish on the daily time frame. And as of right now, there's no reason to believe that we are going to break below unless we reverse, we come back down and we do break below. If that happens, we can expect this level is not going to be holding up. So we could probably be looking at that $24,000, $23,000 Bitcoin that some people talk about. Last time we had some decent price consolidation over here. That's if we break below these two levels. That's where we're looking at. But we're still a lot of support and a good ways away from that happening. All that it looks like right now is a beautiful pattern being set up, a perfect breakout to allow people to make some profit, a perfect bounce off of here to allow us to reanalyze and find the next entry for our trades. The RSI got a little bit of a cool down ever since the peak up here. The RSI was able to cool down as well, which is obviously a good sign, letting it sort of get ready for the next move to the upside, which might be the beginning of what we're seeing right here. The monthly chart, somebody pointed this out to me, was actually really interesting. This is something that if I'm able to delete this, probably see a lot better. But the monthly chart right now is something to watch out for. We have this large wick to the upside. Usually these large wicks to the upside could mean potential short-term tops, right? Short to mid-term tops. We saw on the previous bull run, we had times where, you know, we had something like this and then we had maybe two red monthly candles next to it before having that continuation to the upside. So keep an eye on that. Obviously nothing goes up forever. We always have corrections. We always have consolidations. That would allow altcoins to potentially do really, really well as well. But for the short term, for what we're looking at right now, this is the most important level, maintaining above that daily time frame EMA ribbon, because on the 1 hour, the RSI still has room to climb up. Let's see how this plays out. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you guys are looking to set up a trade, watch that Bybit tutorial, learn how to do it. Doesn't matter what country you're in, learn how to work Bybit. Be able to use, you know, if you're a beginner, use a small amount of leverage. Don't overdo it. Use a small amount. If you're more experienced, you can use that 5x, that 10x, and be able to make more money during these Bitcoin moves. Now, Ethereum's another one we were looking at previously. We saw the first initial test of the all-time high. What I told you guys last time is Bitcoin didn't break the all-time high on the first go. Let's see what would happen with Ethereum. If Bitcoin had a break to the upside, we could expect Ethereum also to have that move up. Bitcoin did not have that break to the upside, led to Ethereum also having a little bit of, let's go open to the daily so I can show you guys what it looks like. Also had a little bit of a pullback, potentially forming an M pattern, although not a very good one at the moment. Support for Ethereum obviously going to be at this line over here, bounced above it right now, rejected the first time, rejected a second time. If it keeps testing it, we can expect eventually it is going to break this all-time high. And then last but not least, Bitcoin dominance, also something we looked at. I wanted to update you guys on everything that we were looking at before. Bitcoin dominance did have a little bit, and it is having a currently red day. Bitcoin dominance going down, maybe just a sign of some consolidation. I mean, Bitcoin could stay in the price range between 30K and 40K and just kind of bounce through there. One, it's extremely profitable. You can make a ton of money if you were able to, you know, if you're able to 5x to 10x leverage 30 to 40, 40 to 30, 30 to 40, and it consolidates for, you know, a couple of weeks, letting altcoins have their move, letting altcoins start to do a little better than what we've seen them do before. That would be extreme. That'd be great. That'd be profitable on the Bitcoin side trading, profitable on the altcoin side with them moving up. It'd be an ideal scenario for the midterm before Bitcoin has its next leg to the upside. But nothing's indicating that right now. We are still below the EMA ribbon on the Bitcoin dominance, looking like it might have that flip. Let's see how this plays out. A lot of stuff coming in, but Bitcoin needs to stay above 29K in order to remain bullish. That to me, as of right now, we saw that bounce. It looks good. It could change at any moment. Bitcoin's crazy, but the reason for the drop, the reason we saw this, you know, all this happen was because of this double spending. And without the double spending, if that's taken out because that was, you know, a wrong article, false information being spread, you could expect that the strength for the buyers are going to come back and the strength of the sellers would start to decrease. That's my logic. That's what I'm looking at right now. If something changes, I'm gonna update you guys in the group, obviously, as soon as we see that, and on YouTube videos when I post them Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But guys, if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.